Look at these things. Look at my waves. My waves is swimming. You see that?
What? I don't want to do this. I changed my mind. I changed my mind because I feel like I'm not getting enough support from my fellow cast member in this specific person. And I feel like I said, I hate that grouping situation. I hate to be bunched in with these regular ass bitches, and I'm not a regular ass bitch.
Turn on your camera, please. So you already know who it is. It's Juwan 145, the Nigerian prince / king.
Where's Joseph?
Joseph he had to work today.
Oh, so it's just us three?
Yeah, so it's a couple of people that had to work today.
His contract's void.
Imagine. Nah, I didn't bring him back just to get rid of him. I don't like doing it. So again, you already know who it is. It's Juwan 145, the Nigerian prince / king. And to the left of me, I have Uzair, alleged Uzair.
Yeah, you almost messed that up again. I'm saying, but hey, you caught yourself. You caught yourself, and that's all that matters. Sometimes y'all find yourself slipping. But once you catch yourself, that's all that matters. Get back on the track. You make the right decision.
Bring it on back.
Anyway, you already know who it is. It's Ozzy, bro. Let's do it.
And then underneath us, we have Mrs. Benz. Ty be knowing.
It's your girl, Ty. Follow me on Instagram at Ty be knowing number 3.
And we are the men.
Hey.
Now I know in the beginning, we did start off with 15 members, and we are dwindling down. Khalida again cannot make it due to work purposes, so she did send in her voice note. And Adeline Lease could not make it because she just started back working, so she will be working on Fridays. So we may or may not see her again.
Well, that's good though. Kudos.
Right, the job is
facts. Make that money.
Right.
I'm here for it.
Get my hair.
No love lost. And Joseph had to work today, but Joseph is on because he doesn't work every Friday.
Got it.
He's fired.
The West Coast,
No.
The West Coast is on fire, y'all.
It is.
Let's pray for California.
I want to see some. Is it still on fire?
I think.
Let's pray for California. But this is the season. Usually, right now, it is hurricane season down south in these hotter climate weather places. Down south is going through hurricane season, and California is going through their forest fires. Let's just pray for
this is different. This is different. This wasn't like any natural forest fire. It was caused by a gender reveal party. Somebody.
Did you say cause or did it jumpstart?
No, it was.
It was caused.
It jump started it. Yes.
I think it jump started because this is a season for stuff like this to happen. But I feel like they sped up the process.
You blew up a whole thing in front of dry grass. You didn't even think about it. Of course, it's gonna catch on fire.
They didn't know the air was really dry. They wasn't really doing their
air has nothing to do with it.
First of all,
air has nothing to do with it.
So they should.
It's the fact that there's an explosion and there's dry grass.
Right.
They don't mix. It's gonna catch on fire.
Right.
Combustible. So
and that's the thing. So what I want to ask y'all, right, is why do people do it? Do you guys feel like that it was just too much? Like you don't have to do it that big for a gender reveal. All you got to do is put a little powder in the balloon and pop the bitch, and then it's blue or pink.
Yeah. Hey, I feel like at the end of the day, you don't need to. I mean, I don't know why people want to go big on this because I guess they just want it to be this memorable thing, and everybody's probably done a fucking balloon, so they want to blow shit up. You know what I mean? Which is pretty stupid. Look, it is scary, right? It is like, I just did a gender reveal party. I go home, open the news, and there's fire everywhere, right? Oh, maybe not right away, but like a day or two, and you're sitting there like, I caused it. You may not have wanted to cause it. You probably feel bad about it, but you didn't really think it through either, so you kind of gonna get it. You're gonna get in trouble for that, and they are thinking about getting charges on them. and a firefighter died like 2 hours ago. That's the news. Firefighter got killed in the fire. So now they could be charged with manslaughter potentially. We don't know that yet.
They're charging the suspects, and now they're suspects.
So they're not really like suspects, right? It just ended up happening even though they didn't plan it. So you could rule it as an accident, but at the same time, you should have thought it through though, because you blew shit up or you use your firecrackers or whatever in like tall grass. It was tall grass and it was all dry. It wasn't like, because grass normally won't burn unless it's dry, and that shit was fucking brown grass, bro. So they should have thought that through. So now I feel like they're definitely shook about it, but at the same time, they're probably gonna face some shit for it.
Oh, so to be honest, because like, how you gonna like? Okay, you know that California is the state of fire. Like they are kind of like the Fire Nation from Avatar. So it's like one small thing in the forest is going to set that whole bitch on fire. So,
I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
What you gonna say?
Because think about it, like there's a lot of people in California having gender reveals, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, this one particular family decided to have a gender reveal, and I'm not thinking, I'm gonna give them benefit of the doubt. They wasn't thinking as far as, oh, okay, if I let this in the air, it's gonna combust and it's gonna cause a whole fire, because they're probably caught up in the moment of celebrating their new baby girl or baby boy.
Yeah, did you hear what you just said? They
weren't
thinking.
Problem. You got to think.
And it's not, see, this is the thing, right? So, it's not like a random chance that it happened. You blew shit up in grass, bro. It's going to catch on fire no matter what. It is.
You could have went.
How do you know it's going to catch on no matter what? We don't know.
Because an explosion.
Were you at the gender reveal?
Explosion. It has to do with fire.
After the fact that they
fire
put it up in the air to find out whether they were having a boy or a girl,
okay,
but nobody was thinking, "Hey, y'all."
How do you not? Wait a second. Of course, it's gonna catch on fire.
This whole thing might catch on fire, but we're still gonna do it anyways. Let's just blow it up.
But that's the thing. They didn't think that it's gonna catch on fire. They just went, "Yo, we're gonna blow this shit up because blue powder is gonna come out." But it's dry. It's not like a mixture goes in air, then some kind of spark happens. It's fire blowing up. That's how explosions work. That shit is fire blowing up. Fire is going into the gunpowder and then, or whatever that shit is made of, and it blows the shit up, you know? And if it's on dry grass, that's going to catch on fire. You can't do anything about it. If an explosion is on dry grass, no matter what, it will catch on fire.
I've seen a lot of gender reveals in grass, and not even just in California. I've seen it in New York City and stuff like that, or all over the place.
Or they using
it's like, say, okay, all right, if we was in Florida, right, and right now it's hurricane season, and then we blow up something, and then that blue powder somehow gets mixed up into the air, and then it meshes up and causes a hurricane. And we're like, oh, because of the gender reveal, y'all caused the hurricane. That's kind of messed up to say. I don't think their full intentions was to cause that. It was all caught up in the hype of having a baby. But y'all be like, oh, you guys are stupid and stuff like that. It's just like, tell everybody else. Now I can't enjoy this moment because this happened. It's not entirely their fault. I don't think it's entirely their fault. I feel like they wasn't thinking it straight through, but I don't think it was to the extent of, okay, we're gonna cause a forest fire and now let's forget about everybody else.
One thing, if it's a natural disaster, because you said hurricane, right? This is not a natural disaster. Somebody caused it.
It's caused.
That's the difference.
This is the season for forest fires.
But this the thing.
Okay, look, it could be the season for it, right? But that doesn't mean that, like, if it was caused by something else, like randomly, it makes sense, right?
But look,
this wasn't. This was caused. There was a beginning point of fire that went off because of this explosion.
But listen. It's just like that time when they were saying back, a little bit back in the day when California had the forest fires, that little kids were starting the fires in the forest. That's why a lot of the forest fires is also happening too. So it's just
allegedly.
That's what they said in the news. So I'm just going
because forest fires has happened not due to other people, but because
We know that it's
being dry in the forest and that it's
then,
igniting by
that
itself.
specific one didn't just happen due to dry weather. That one happened because they set off an explosion. The explosion got caught onto the grass, and then the grass started to expand.
Well,
let's listen
My
to
thing
what.
is this. All right. Okay. Look at this. Put it this way. I'm having fun with my little sprinkles or whatever the fuck, right? And, whatever, it's about to run out. I throw that shit, and it goes in your backyard, right? And in your backyard, there's dry grass. So some time goes down. There was still a sprinkle left. Now it starts burning your grass, and it burns all of your house down. Am I to blame for that?
Yep.
Wait, say that again. Say that one more time.
I threw this little sprinkler shit, and it starts burning all your grass in your backyard, and then it starts spreading. It burns your whole house down. Would you come to me and blame me for it?
Well, you said sprinkler shit. What do you mean?
Whatever, man. Any kind of firework.
Like
the little, the
little sparkle thing.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah. So any kind of firework, put it that way. And I just, I'm like, oh, it's running out, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm going to throw it. I threw that shit because it didn't matter, right? And then.
But you're in the area where there's houses. If I'm in a whole big ass field in which I'm far away from
now,
people.
you know how much this fire spread? The sky was orange.
I would say I wouldn't give them
houses.
entirely full blame, but I would say that they are partial to blame. But I wouldn't go as far as
they have the blame.
Yeah, the reason. No, because this is the time where this stuff happens.
Look, it is an accidental thing, and I get it. I get that bit, but I will say that you did cause it, though. At the end of the day, you did cause it.
So hold on. So look. So wait. Okay, so hold on.
It's not about what.
California's on fire.
Let's listen to what Lita had to say, because she did give it her 2 cents. So what she had to say, because y'all was just going at it. I'm just listening.
Yeah, we were. Juan hasn't even said much.
Right. Saying that the Bobcat wildfires was caused by the gender reveal that happened, and apparently it sparked the flame, and the flame has just taken off. But from what I know, California parts of California is on wildfires, and a lot of the wildfires are already ignited by people. Most literally humans that do something that ignites a very hot climate susceptible to that, so then it spreads. So I think right now what's going on, the earth, Mother Nature, fire element is reacting. You know what I'm saying? It's reacting, it's rebelling against what the fuck humans come on here and do, the stupid shit that humans do. It's like you already know what environment you're in, and you're still gonna go ahead and do something that you know is a huge possibility, specifically in that area, in that climate, with that specific ecosystem where the fire element is so high. It's stupid to do something like that. So, you play a stupid game, you get stupid results. And it's fucked up. Firefighter is life. So you got
that's sad. That's sad.
It's wicked.
That's sad. But I still hold it when I say I don't think that they're full to blame. I think that they're partial to blame. But during this time and season, no, they did not think as far. And if they were in an area where it was combustible, and then they still went ahead, because I'm pretty sure if they're in an area, especially in the forest area, when it's just the season of forest fires, there's supposed to be a bunch of signs and warning labels that say, okay, you can't do certain things in certain areas. You know what I'm saying? So
but people don't have to necessarily follow those things. Like there's signs that be like, don't swim in the ocean, but these bitches still be swimming in the ocean.
So I'm reading more on this, right?
I'm reading more on this, right? Variables to add in there.
So they're talking about it like the reveal that they were going to do was supposed to be in a pyrotechnic device, which is one of those fucking that shoots out the sparks and shit. But instead it ignited a fire that quickly. So they used that kind of device in dry grass to do what they did. And that's what got the fire going. So it wasn't an explosion, but it was a firework. that lets out like basically sparks and flames.
Gunpowder, the little combustible.
So it doesn't blow up. It's more like it lets out all this fucking spark and then it lands down. You know what I'm talking about?
Fire.
Right.
That's what caused it.
Fire, yeah.
So literally, I mean, in that case, it's like, it just lit the shit up, and then they're saying it's not immediately clear what kind of device, but they said it was that device, and then it spread, and there's already mad dragon. The reason there's so much fire in Cali is because of the drought. So because there's drought, there's not enough water, not enough rain, therefore everything goes dry, and that's what causes it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's easy to spread. But they're saying the origin of the fire was from there, because it would be one thing if it wasn't, right? So like how we just heard on the voice message, if it was like, I get it, Mother Nature trying to do things, but let's put away the spiritual side aside for now. And if you think about it, it's just something caused a fire and now it's spreading, right?
Mm-hmm.
It could be karma, Earth trying to sell its stuff, but let's just look at what's happening now. There's a person that's dead now, and it may have been an accident, but they definitely should have thought about it.
They should have, exactly. Especially if you know that it's very highly flammable and that fires definitely are wild out there. That's why they're called wildfires. They did the smallest thing could set them bitches off. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful. And when you live in climates like that, you have to be extremely careful. You have to think, hey, would this be okay to do on this type of grass? I don't think so. Let's go.
Yeah, and then it's gonna cost like the city $8 million in 2 weeks and extinguish. And this is just Arizona grasslands, 47,000 acres. That's April 23rd, 27th. So this is another old time that the wildfire went off because of a gender reveal party.
Another time?
Yeah, 2017.
They need to.
These gender reveals are getting out of control if that's the case.
That should burn through 47,000 acres of land in Arizona, and it cost the city $8 million. Or the state $8 million, and over 2 weeks, or about 2 weeks, to get rid of it. So it took a minute. And the agent pleaded guilty to accident starting the fire, and as part of the plea agreement, agreed to pay $220K in restitution. So that person also got charged. Which means
who started the fire?
Yeah, the 2017. Yeah.
Yeah, and they need to, and I feel like these people need to get charged.
So they got charged $220,000.
Yeah, so they took a plea deal for $220,000 in restitution.
Right. That sounds about right. That's not about right. I feel it's partial because, having a gender reveal is a family thing, but at the same time, it is during the season of forest fires. So I do believe that they should get charged, but to be entirely like responsible, I don't think
it's definitely a gray area. But now someone's dead, and this is the first time I think someone's died through a fire.
Of course,
a fireman died. So
that's crazy.
All right, guys. So we're going to end this topic off. We actually used the whole 15 minutes. That's the crazy thing.
That's good.
Never happened before. I thought this was gonna be the shortest topic, honestly, but it's
not because we really went off.
we really did. I'm like, well, can we speak?
We just kept cutting each other off.
I'm like, guys, it's okay. I was about to mute mics. So we're gonna get on to our next topic, right? We're gonna go on to the Cardi B and Offset situation. Now I know I didn't put this on y'all list. We've been seeing a lot that's been
how hype she is.
Cardi B, she's divorcing Offset. And she made a statement saying that, listen, the second time you cheat on me, I'm out, and she's sticking true to that word. So I just want to know, and people are she's getting flack. She's getting blamed for him cheating. Just because she made that song. So Taisha, we're gonna start with you. What you think, and what are your thoughts about this?
To be honest, I kind of saw it coming, because like you said, he's always been in the blogs about infidelities. And when she first made that announcement, I think at some concert, and she was like, if you ever do it again, you're going to lose your wife or something like of that sort. it was only a matter of time. It was just built up, I guess. And the way she went about it, because she said she wanted an amicable divorce, she went about it in a less aggressive, less violent way. So it's okay. I mean, sometimes people don't work out, and if that's what they choose and they came to that agreement, then that's fine to part ways. You know, as long as they take care of baby culture, that's all that matters.
But what do you think about all of like the backlash that she's getting for him cheating?
That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. I don't know. Maybe fans are stuck up on the idea of Cardi B and Offset being together, and they don't want to see that end. Or I don't know if she's supposed to enable his cheating, because that just sounds crazy to me. I would never. But that personally, I would never. But haters, they gonna hate. People gonna say, you know, people who don't have no 2 cents or shouldn't even be saying anything is gonna say their opinion, and you just let that roll off your back and move on.
Ozzy, what about you? What's your thoughts?
I feel like I don't know why they're coming after her. You know, I saw like there are people making memes about it, and there's also something about, oh, Cardi B, I'm not gonna cook for you, I'm not gonna clean for you, and then gets a divorce. I'm like that one for one has nothing to do with what happened, because he cheated on her and she's the one who filed for divorce, not that he left her. You know, so like, let's get the story straight. She's leaving him. Exactly. So let's just say, you know, you get a girl that doesn't want to clean or cook for you, but if y'all talked about it and y'all in agreement for that,
right,
that's the end of it, you know. So if she was like, 12, yo, I ain't gonna cook and clean for you, and I was just probably like, I bet it's cool.
See, all of that is just her songs. Like, I remember Offset literally saying, like, you know, that he had a favorite dish that Cardi used to cook, that Cardi cooked for him. You know what I'm saying? So she cooked and she cleaned. I think that was just her song. Her song has nothing to do with her actual life.
That's what, like, they were talking about in the meme.
And
I'm just like,
people are taking it a little bit literal, if that's the sense, because there's a lot of rappers out here who's talking about shooting up the block and running down on people, and they never did that in their life. They even been to jail. So
that's what I mean.
What's the problem?
So
I think she's just getting too much hate for it just because of that, just because of the fact that, you know, it's Cardi B. You know, people like, yo, it's Cardi B. I don't like her. The way she be doing this, and then that is just
easy to hate.
People are like, nah, fuck Cardi B. Offset, yeah, he cheated though. Offset.
Yeah, and it's crazy because, you know, a lot of people, a lot of women start, you know, they say like, well, how come men don't take the accountability, or how come men don't, you know, say, hey, yo, you fucked up, like you messed up, you know what I'm saying? In a situation, why is it always the woman that's being bashed? And so I was just finding that very interesting, because I was like, if Cardi B was such this terrible person, she would be the one that would be cheating, and Offset would be the one that's leaving.
Right.
Offset cheated. And allegedly, I heard that he got the girl pregnant, but that's alleged. I don't know. But
child, I don't know.
You know
like, this is too much for me. After the first one, I'm out of here. Like, I can't. This is too much.
That's another thing,
for you. After you got me going to court for you, I'm done. I'm done with you. I'm washing my hands clean.
That's another thing that gets me tight, is the whole trying to make a toxic relationship work. Like, I don't see the whole thing as to why people want to do it, what kind of pleasure they get out of it. You know, are you think you're gonna fix somebody because you're not, first of all. Second, my thing is this, bro. Certain things you could give second chances on, sure. Cheating, though, is not one of them. You don't give nobody a second chance, because people don't change sometimes, bro. People be like, oh, I'm so sorry. 2 weeks later, they're back on their bullshit, you know? That's just what it is. Every time you're going to hear some guy or girl go, I'm sorry, my bad, I would never do it again. And then you see them slowly retract back to their shit behavior. So I'm like, see ya, man. Bye. Get out.
Because people love the idea of you. They don't just genuinely love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they like the whole arguing. Like, I don't get why people love to argue. I hate that. That is one thing that I don't like to do. I don't like to argue. I like to debate. I had to think about it. I like to debate, and we can have conversations and we can come up to solutions. But if it's going to be some, F you, well, I'm going to break this, I'm going to break that, and You don't need to be together.
That's just too toxic. And the next step is somebody's gonna put their hands on somebody else, and that's how I personally feel about it. And that you don't want to get that far.
I call 911. I call the police. I am a cop caller. I'm not a 6'9". I'm gonna let y'all know now. I do call the police. I'm not gonna fake a lifestyle. I call.
If you touch me, you're going to jail.
That's it, exactly.
Yeah, I think it's a little too much. People arguing all the time. I don't get that either. That makes absolutely. Another thing. Okay, this is the one that gets me so tight. All right, when a girl or guy cheats on you, right? You find out you're ready to leave their ass, and they're crying.
That is driving for what? Or
you're like, I love you though. No, you fucking what? Why you out here crying and then cheat on bro? Like a girl cheat on me. Let's say I'm dipping and she start crying. I love you. Why you cheat on me then? What? Why are you crying? Which side is you on? Which side?
Make it make sense.
Oh my god, bro, that shit gets me so mad.
That be getting me mad.
I don't get it. What
be getting me mad is that they be cheating, and then they throw it up. They throw it up in your face. Well, I mean, you shouldn't have been looking at my phone.
Yeah, why would you go through my stuff?
Never popped up on your phone.
Right. Right.
I wouldn't have looked if I was just looking to see who was texting you so I could let you know.
That's a telltale sign.
Hey, honey, who the fuck is honey, and why they saying hey?
Yeah, that's a telltale sign.
Relationship is definitely toxic. Okay, if you guys are being petty in the relationship and y'all doing the back and forth, so he cheats, so that means you cheat. Cut it out.
I know people like that. I've seen people like that. I've seen people like it's not even working. Why y'all together? Do you just want to go around saying you got a boyfriend just cause, or a girlfriend just cause?
I feel like a lot of people don't want to be lonely, and they would just take what they can get or settle for what they have because they don't want to be by themselves.
No, be lonely. Be lonely. Be by yourself. Like, no, really take that time to be by yourself.
Hashtag lonely.
You learn so much about yourself being by yourself. Let me tell you something. Okay, I'm gonna share. So I have been single for my whole entire life. Hey, and I had situationships, of course, you know what I'm saying, that didn't work out because obviously I was the one that was leaving because I was so sure of myself that it was just crazy. Like, nobody can get me to do something that I did not want to do. Or if I was just like, you know what, this is not working out, I was quick to leave. So it's like, I'm so assured of myself, and I know myself to the T, to the point where it's like, yo, I know I'm not going to tolerate no BS. So if you're going to be entertaining somebody, I'm leaving. And I know that some people aren't used to that. So they're like, what do you mean you're leaving? No, because I love you. Then people will cry. Oh my God. I had somebody cry on the phone to me, pouring out their heart. When you have somebody else, I was just like, I'm leaving.
That makes absolutely zero sense to me. What is it? What makes you cry? Because you clearly don't give enough shits. So what is making you cry? What part of this whole situation where it's like that you're probably missing out on that's making you cry? I don't get it.
Crying is like adding the special effects to make it look more believable.
Yeah, unless they're that big of a liar, bro. Oh my.
They gotta hit it home. So you know what I'm saying? Like, so they plead in their case and they see that you're not bending. So they're like, you know what? Let me just add a few drops so that you really believe me real quick.
I'll be like, here you go.
Right. I don't even do that. I'll be like, I'll just be staring like, okay, so like, are you done? Like, is you because like, what are you crying for? Like, you're grown.
Oh, you're cold, friend.
I am. I told you I'm
that cold. I'm not that cold.
Like, people
was like,
I gotta be now.
I'm just looking like, well, you messed up. What are you crying for? I should be crying.
Right.
I should be into
you did me dirty.
Right.
You hurt me.
People get me tight.
You the victim.
I don't understand that. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Why do people want to be that way?
I don't know. That's a good question.
But
that's why I want to be on my
poll question.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like before settling down with any, whatever you want to call settling down, how we've had this talk about marriage. We're not getting into that. But before I even try and settle down with someone, I gotta be on my feet. I gotta own my own shit. So when some shit like this happen,
right,
I'm I'm not the one moving. You know what I'm saying?
That's it, yeah. I'm not the one moving. That's on period. That's the fact. Like that's why I think that's also why it took me so long to want to get into a relationship. Is just because I really want my own. Like I want everything for myself. I want my house. I want everything first. That way I could take care of somebody, not take care of, but we could be mutual. But Cardi B, I support your decision of divorcing. You are a strong woman. You know what I'm saying? You ain't did nothing wrong. You take culture and you run far away to the hills if you need to. You know what I'm saying? Get away from that cheating bastard. You will find somebody who wants to be with you.
I just want them to have a healthy co-parenting relationship.
I'm sure they will.
But the thing,
I think they will. I really think that they will really get it together and move forward with their lives. I don't think that there's going to be any animosity or any shots. But she did say that she will be, I think, is it today? That she will be going on OnlyFans to tell the tea on why she's really divorcing.
But why OnlyFans?
She's trying to capitalize.
Why? Yeah, why OnlyFans though? You could have just put that.
Because she's trying to make a coin.
Yeah.
People gonna want to pay for that too. They're gonna want to pay for it. Yeah.
I get it. I get what you're trying to do here, but you don't gotta be like, I'm gonna go to OnlyFans. What is it gonna be, like a naked photo of her and then underneath the paragraph? What's the deal?
No, OnlyFans is not only for selling.
I get it. It's mostly for that. It's mostly for that.
She gonna go over there. I seen somebody go on OnlyFans and do like a cooking show and sell their recipes and stuff.
Yo,
like
what?
So it's not only.
What'd be hilarious? When she posts like part of the paragraph, it goes, I paid $20 to unlock the rest.
Imagine.
You want the whole story, You got a secret message. You got a message that's locked behind a paywall for $200. It says, "Yo, if you wanna read the rest of the story, here you go. Pay $200."
But you know what's crazy though? Cardi B did say that she is very family oriented. So she cares about the family so much. She wants the family to be together. That's why she took him back in the first place, was because she didn't want culture to, you know what I'm saying, grow up.
Be with her dad.
Right. And so I believe that I'm definitely on Cardi's side with this one. What's his name? Offset, right? Offset.
Offset.
Out of line. Because I
don't know why people do that shit, bro. Why did you not? You didn't think about your family. You got a kid. Like, come on, bro. You don't even think of you. He just.
How old? Question is, how old do you think Offset is? Because I always wanted to ask people like, do y'all know how old Offset is?
I look it up.
I think he's like late 20s. I think that's just me guessing.
28.
28. I know.
20.
Cardi's 27.
She's 27. Oh, they were in the same age bracket. Oh my goodness, they gotta get it together. But hey, sometimes money kind of like messes things up and kind of make you lose sight of what's important.
There was a quote that somebody said, I think it was Joe Budden. He said, like, I'm good without the materialistic things, like, you know what I'm saying? Because when I have everything, I just want my happiness, my family, and that's really, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could do without the whole expensive stuff and material stuff, because when we pass along and our souls are intertwined in one, we pass along, we can't take that with us, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
I think money should never come between any sort of real friendships and real relationships and real marriages, if it's really that real.
So you're gonna sign a prenup when you get married?
Oh, sure, of course, yeah.
So if you love me, you'll just sign this paper.
Exactly.
Money should never get in the way, but I'm signing a fucking prenup. Money should never get in the way, but you better sign that prenup because that's my money.
I'm share with you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be shared, but I just got to make sure that if you ever decided to leave, or if I decide to leave, that I get to keep what's mine and I won't share with you no more.
Marriage is truly a business. This is crazy.
But
hey,
we are
paperwork.
Okay, so yeah. So then in cahoots, I just I don't like that. But in correlation to the Offset cheating on Cardi B, there's a magical word in there that I'm just trying to figure out, and it's called sex. Right. I want to know. Right.
I didn't say WAP.
I'm gonna say that. I'm done with that song. I'm over it. But Why is sex so glorified nowadays? And is sex becoming the new first date?
Is sex becoming the new first date?
First date.
Who wanna? I mean, right off the bat, like, yo, let's meet up at a restaurant.
You go first.
Let's you know how people be like, oh, let's meet up at a restaurant, see how the date goes, and then if you want to put it out for the first date, that's on you. But right off the bat, like, yo, here's the Addy, pull up.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
I had people do that to me, like, and it's like, don't you know that I'm a stranger? Like, I will rob you. So I will go here, I will take your possessions, and I will sell them on eBay. Just to let you know, like, I will do that. So
that's how you gotta secure the PlayStation 5.
I think
exactly.
You gotta put on your bio, if don't at me if you don't got a PS5. So you know that they got a PS5.
I feel like because sex is so accessible now, like you got Pornhub, you got OnlyFans, you got music videos, you got just regular people, selling sex. Sex sells. It's everywhere. So, and I remember this lady, she told me, she was like, you want to try it out before, you lock it down. Have you ever heard that? Like somebody say you want to test it out before you
I get that.
decide whether you want to.
You can do that on the third date. You can do it on the fourth date.
First of all,
like you don't gotta do it on the first date.
What am I
don't per se necessarily agree with it. I keep my.
You don't gotta start with it.
But I feel like because it's so common now and you see it everywhere, it's just like they normalize it to be just like probably like a regular thing now. So it's like, what's up with the?
But see, what's up?
When the Netflix and chill come on through, and then DMs. It's so easy to just get to you. So it's just like I'm not gonna go over there and ride my bike or drive my car or take an Uber to the house. Slide in them DMs, say, yo, what's up? Do you wanna make PB and J? Gotta spread.
Pull up PB and J and chill.
Okay.
PB and J, you wanna do it, spread it.
All right. My thing is this, right? My thing is this. Before we like go a little too forward in the topic, you know how you're saying that? Why is it too glorified? Could it be that it's kind of always been this way, and now that we're getting older, we see it more?
The reason why I can't say that,
I think that is kind of true.
I don't. The reason why I can't say that is because back then, technology and things like that just wasn't shown as much. So in order for you to be exposed to it, you have to actually turn to that channel and look at it.
No, I'm not talking channel.
I'm saying.
Remember the Spice Channel?
When I say channel, I mean you would have to actually like go and dig for it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said back, like I always stick to it. Back in the day, it was a lot more versatile, right? When it comes down to sex, because yes, you didn't only just have your sex, you had other channels too that was holding the same weight. You get what I'm saying? Like, and when I say channels, I mean like
people or the situation,
like energies and stuff like that. Like it was different. It was versatile. So it's like, it was kind of like, oh my God, like, no, we should not be doing this on the first date type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Now people are just like, they want to test drive the fucking boat before the fucking first date even comes along.
That I think is weird.
So it's kind of like, to me, like, I just
people do it though.
Right. And I just feel like,
to the point.
I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? Nowadays, like everybody wants to do it and they're not even educated on it. Number one. Number two, it's not even all that, to be honest. Like that meaningless sex, it don't even be all that. So I don't even know why.
Okay. Because I'm
going to say
sex
like,
or meaningless sex.
I'm honestly like, I'm definitely celibate. So for me, it does not feel all that good. But to other individuals, it may feel amazing. But for me, meaningless sex really just is like, what is that?
Right.
I think it's a personal preference kind of thing.
Right.
So
I just feel like it's being glorified because now it's okay. Like before, I'm not saying that people are nervous or scared to talk about sex, but it was kind of something like, okay, that's kind of like the privacy in your bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really want to hear about that. But now people just talk about stuff. I had one of my friends was telling me that they was just busting it wide open. And I was just like...
I feel like the American culture is starting to become like French culture when it comes to sex, as far as embracing their sexuality. Because I feel like now you see women are starting to take the forefront and talk about their WAPs and now they're starting to embrace their, you know, their sexual liberation. So it's like I personally feel they're starting to normalize it now. So before it used to be a bedroom conversation, now it's more like, okay, do you want to do it?
But then
look good.
You're lying. You're a liar. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're saying that, yes, it's that good. Da, 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 da. Then when I dive in, what the fuck was this? Like, this was nothing that you told me. This is a fairy tale. So it's just like,
I mean, like, I feel like when it comes to people hyping it up, that's all it is, though. People just hyping it up. You know, right. It's not like you don't know what the experience is gonna be like until you know what the experience is gonna. You know, so at the end of the day, when people hype shit up, like, yo, I got this, and it's mad good, or whatever, and then
you get it, and then you're like,
you know, what the hell is this like?
You know, and then you know, I go out. This girl's like, yo, this, you know, this girl be like, yo, this is nice, it's right here, you know, and I bet, and then it probably ain't that nice, you know, but that's just, she's hyping it up because she's trying to build up the.
But you don't gotta do that. Like, see, like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to lie to me. And then on top of that, I prefer for me and people to have connections, like we could connect mentally, emotionally, you know what I'm saying, financially, and then we get down to
financially.
Just because
prenup, we gotta sign the prenup. That's what it is.
Like,
are you gonna pay some bills?
Right, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to connect on those levels and then experience that, because I feel like once we experience that on that type of level, it's deeper. Because I know there's some people that are our age groups that literally say, like, hey, you know, meaningless sex really don't mean nothing. Like, it don't feel good. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, what is this? Like, I can't do it.
I feel like, okay, so I'm very to each their own kind of thing, right? If the both parties agree and they want to have sex on the first date or whatever, I don't care. You know, it's your business. Figure it out. If you catch some,
believe in meaningless sex.
So my thing is different. You know, mine is different, right? It's like, obviously, if you have connection with someone, it's better, right? But at the same time, if I know someone, like, I would never meet somebody off the rip, stranger, and have sex with them. That's weird to me, right? I don't think I could do that. I have to know a person even a little bit, you know? I'll be like, oh, you're this girl. I know you. You're my, you know, I've known you for this long, whatever. And then if it goes down, I'm with it, you know? And like, even if it's like our first date. But if it is a complete stranger, like I said, I met a girl on Tinder and it's our first date and she's just like straight up like, yo, let's fuck. I don't know you, so let's not.
Like, how are you so like confident with that? Like, how are you?
It's just it's the trust, right? Like, I usually have a guard up until I don't. Right.
But wasn't Tinder created for like speedy hookups and stuff, or was it for to create long-lasting relationships?
Dating. That's what Tinder.
Because
Tinder.
When I hear Tinder, I think of one night stands and quick.
That's what they're trying to make it in. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? That's what they're trying to make it out. That's not what it was. Like, if you go on the site and you see the name back in the day, and used to say for dating, purposes for dating, singles that want to date and meet people and stuff like that. That's what it was. Now bitches is making it, if we match on Tinder, we automatically gotta have sex. No, we don't.
Nah, that never happened.
No.
That don't happen. No, I personally think you use Tinder. You use Tinder for whatever you want to use it for. I would say that's what it is. If you want to use it for sex, you could use it for sex. If you want to use it for more, you could. Like, I know people that got into really nice relationships through Tinder, and I know people that go out and have sex through Tinder, right? And that's just what it is, and that's what.
Okay. Well, maybe Tinder is exposing the freaks.
But I feel like there's definitely freaks on there.
Yeah. I'm not even doing it. Like, this is bringing out the inner freaky out of those who want to be freaky.
The thing is that y'all not.
I think, look, if it's
like safely, like y'all don't know what this bitch got. I don't know if you got an STD, HIV, HPV.
Right.
I don't know what you got. Why would I want to sit over here and have sex with you? No matter if you got a condom on or not. Now there's viruses that can go through the fucking condoms. So at the end of the day, it's just like, I'm not having sex with you. Just no.
So my thing is this: it's the part where people are just being negligent, right? They just not putting in enough care into this. Because my thing is this: I meet a girl, right? Let's just say this girl was hooking up with other people on Tinder, and that's fine. You know, live your life how you want to live it, if that's what you want. but now she comes into my life, right? And now it's kind of like you've already done all this stuff, so therefore you could have something, you may not, whatever it is, but now it could potentially affect me. And that's where I'm like, okay, I could draw the line, right? As long as it doesn't affect me, I'm okay with it. But I feel like at the end of the day, it's a matter of two parties coming to an agreement and then doing whatever the fuck they want to do, right? Is it dating? Is it sex on the first date or sex right away? If both parties agree to that and they want to do it, then fuck it. Live your fucking life, bro. I don't care. You know, if you catch STD, that's on you.
No, but there's some people that genuinely won't. First of all, there's some people that don't even know that they got an STD because they don't even go. Sorry, let me slow down.
This is a personal one for you, friend.
There's some people that have STDs. I sounded like one of those commercials.
First of all,
some people that have STDs and don't even know that they have STDs, right? Then you got some people
STIs. Don't forget STIs.
Right.
Yeah, it's STI now. Yeah.
Right.
STI.
And then you got some people who do have it and won't say that they do have it.
That's fucked up.
Scary. Right. That's scary.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so that's why I said sex is a weapon nowadays. And then you got some people that, you know, they know about it. They don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? What they do. They just want to sit over here and get
and those are also dickheads.
Right. And so that's what I'm saying. So like if we can't at least be, this is why I said like why is it being so glorified? Because if we can't at least maturely, if we are mature enough to handle responsibilities when responsibilities to do, how can we sit over here and be like, you know what, I want to have sex and da-da-da-da. You're not even responsible. You know what I'm saying? And then to go a step further, why is it that, see, if it wasn't now, I wouldn't have a problem with it. If people wasn't judging me about me being celibate and they looking at me like I got 15 eyes, like, what's wrong with you? Why the fuck is you know how like sex used to be like that? The talk of sex used to be like, what the hell? Like, why are you sitting over here talking about? Now it's like, I can't say like, oh, well, I haven't had sex in a year. What you mean you haven't had sex in a year?
I would commend you for that because, you know, like, a lot of people, everybody's doing it for somebody to hold out and to practice that type of restraint, or, you know, they call it sperm retention for you guys. Sperm retention. This is like a commendable thing.
Well, it's like, yeah.
You know, you feel like you want to share your energy with the deserving, those that are deserving of it, and that's a good thing. A lot of people don't care.
I'm sorry.
Huh? Go ahead.
No, finish. This is a different part, so finish it.
Yeah, a lot of people don't care, but I'm not going to put that for everybody because I still have my beliefs. I'm still traditional. I still believe in courtship before having sex and all of that stuff. So, I mean, like Ozzy said, it's mainly a preference. So if you prefer to do it on the first night, kudos to you. That's your crotch. Can't tell you about what you gotta do with your crotch.
Yeah, exactly. You catch something, that's on you. If you didn't think it through, you know, then that sucks.
Right.
But hey, the cool thing is that like it's a choice, right? So my thing is when it comes down to that, and you know somebody's not doing, like, you go like, yo, let's both get tested, right? Make sure nobody got anything, and they deny that. Now you have the choice to be like, all right, then I'm gonna cut you off. You know? And I think that's a good part about this, right? You could choose not to do anything with them if you don't want.
Right. I told you like one time I did say like, let's go get tested together, or I said like, let me see your medical history or your papers or something like that, and I got cursed out. So it was just like, damn, like you're that mad because
that's a sign.
You dodged a big bullet.
Shit hiding, bro. If somebody starts freaking out, let's say somebody's cheating on you, right? And you read something and they freak out and just try to come at you, that's a first sign right there that they're trying to hide something.
They had
why are you coming at me, son?
Right.
That's the first sign. They're trying to pin it on you.
Safe and on the, protect myself now.
Exactly. Yeah. Like it's just like when you go into this, it's like, okay, so if we gonna sit over here and do sex as right, being responsible, it's just like if we're trying to be business partners, right? You know, we want to get a lawyer, we want to sign a contract. It doesn't mean that I don't trust you, but it's just like I just want to make sure that everything is good, that it needs to be according, because when you enter my life, you're not gonna fuck it up. Okay, I only got one life and I'm gonna live it. And you're not gonna fuck it up. So we're going to do this the safe way, or you can go bye-bye and find it somewhere else. I mean, there's plenty of other individuals out here in the world. And then you try to involve me. There's other bitches out here in the world, and you try to involve me in this shit.
Who hurt you?
Other people. Okay.
Yeah. Practice safe sex, guys. Please. Safe sex. That's the best sex.
Oh, Ozzy, also to go off, because I remember there was one video where you said something about sex ed being taught in schools. They aren't taught in schools.
Not as much.
Yeah, but the schools that I went to, they never spoke about it. In health,
I had sex ed.
I never had that.
Me too.
But in my high school, because I went to two hood ass schools, and it was just like, and one of the schools wasn't even hood. They was in a Jewish neighborhood, so it's like all the hood kids just went there.
Wow.
Yeah, they try to get away from their hood, so they have to go there. All the hood kids always go to the school furthest away from their house.
Did y'all ever, Juwan, did you have a health class?
I had a health class, but they literally spoke on it like, it was literally for 2 seconds.
Same shit.
All they mentioned was the penis and the vagina, and that was it. And they only mentioned the functionality of the penis and the functionality of a vagina, and then that was the last that I heard of it. I didn't hear nothing about going to get tested. All of that I had to find out in real life.
What about like STDs, the rundown on STDs, STIs? A lot of people don't know that there's STIs too, like HPV and all of that stuff, like, which is
I had to learn that in real life. In real life, I had to learn that. Going
so
to the office, they educate me. They,
right, because a lot of people don't know. Like, they think HIV and AIDS and chlamydia, gonorrhea is the only thing we catch out here.
Yeah, it's not.
You ever heard something called the blue waffle?
I heard about it.
Okay. So there's stuff out here. Okay.
Why? Why are we talking? No, we're not talking about no blue waffle.
We're not
talking about no.
The people needs to know.
No, they don't. Do not look this up. If you don't know what this is, don't look it up.
On the other side.
Don't look it up.
It looks crazy. I remember when I first.
Don't look up the blue waffle.
Whoa, what is this?
Do not look that up. She's trying to get you.
I'm trying to educate you and put you on.
That ain't no education. It's just photos. Do not look
y'all look that up. Y'all ain't gonna want to have sex.
You don't think about it. You're like, you got a condom? Yeah, I think you should go get it. Go get it. It's okay. Go get it. I'll wait.
It's like also there's some people who aren't even educated on their own bodies as well, but they're so eager to have sex. This is why I said sex is a trend, because like you don't even know what you're doing. You don't even know how that part works, but yet you want to use it. You know what I'm saying? At least have an understanding of your body. You know what I'm saying? Have this understanding. Have this acknowledgement. The penis is more than just growing and shrinking.
It's more than that. It's bigger. It gets smaller. But it's more than that. God,
not the late night chat. It's not the late night segment of the net.
Oh my God.
Oh, you already know who it is. It's Juwan 45, the Nigerian sex king. I have Tabino in 3.
Follow me on Instagram at Tabino in 3.
That's it.
We have alleged Uzair.
Allegedly, yup. We don't know if it's Uzair, but I guess we're gonna find out or not, because it's like, hey, maybe it will never come to light. But hey, everybody, wash your hands, take care of yourself. It's all about positivity out here. Love yourself, love everyone else. Take care of other people, and obviously, like, comment, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
and we are the